So check it out, right? Your money, man. Your money and the bills, the expenses. It started to get you down. It really can, but let's talk about it anyway. Urban Therapy with Sun752, and this is your daily go get 'em number 1K58. 1K58 for Tuesday. Last day of Leo, August 22nd, 2017. All right. So today we want to talk about one of these bills ain't getting paid. One of these bills ain't getting paid. And the reason we have to talk about one of these bills not getting paid is because sometimes when you are trying to prioritize your money, your expenses may outweigh your income. Yeah, you can ask, well, why would your expenses outweigh your income? You do have some control over that. And it's a funny thing that we think that way because many times we feel like our expenses outweigh our income, or that we don't really have any control over it. Like maybe we feel like the cost of living in the areas that we live in outweigh the income that our employers are paying us. But we do have some control over that because at the end of the day, we do decide where we want to live, we decide where we want to work, and we decide if we're okay with the kind of money that we're making. And even if we are only planning to stay at a place of employment for a little bit of time until we can make a little bit of money, a little bit more money or a lot bit more money, then that's a choice that we make. When we decide to get a place to live, a house or apartment, room, whatever, we decide whether we can afford that rent or not. Now, of course, circumstances can arise in your life where they may throw you a curveball. Like, let's say the transmission or some type of major repair on your car goes. Now, remember, we chose the car that we are driving. I know this seems like a lot of accountability, but it's true. We chose the car that we are driving, and one of the things that you have to factor into having a vehicle is that there may be maintenance costs that are associated with it. So we can do a number of things in order to bring down those costs, like maybe get an extended warranty. Even if you buy a car as is, you can buy an extended warranty from an insurance place. To whereas if you have a major repair, like a transmission or engine or something, or like the compressor on the air conditioner, and they can take care of that, and you only have to pay a little bit of money as opposed to when the average transmission that goes in a car, it can run you like $1,500. It'd be very expensive. So prioritizing your bill. Prioritizing your bills is something that you have a lot of control over. Your expenses are something that you have a lot of control over, but you have to make sure that you take control. So when we talk about one of these bills not getting paid this month, it may be that because of an emergency or because of an expense or something, something has occurred that has taken away more money than you are bringing in. So you have to decide which bill is not going to get paid this month. Well, really, it doesn't have to be any bill that doesn't get paid. It may just be a bill that only gets partially paid this month that you may have to make up the next month. Now, if you are strapped in over your head so bad to the point where not only did you partially pay this month, but you're going to have to partially pay next month and going forward. There are times when some people can get into the habit of partially paying and never really paying the whole cost. Like with the cable bill. The cable bill is one of those bills where you may not pay the whole thing for whatever reason. But it always comes to bite us back in the ass when we go turn on that TV and we ain't got no TV to turn on. None of those channels are coming up and you don't have a converter box. Now, of course, there are other people, there are plenty of people out there who have things like Amazon Prime, the Fire Stick, or the Google something, the AT&T, this, that, and the third, the Apple TV, all of those things. But those things require internet service. Now, what if you don't have enough money to keep your internet on? Nowadays, internet is the key to everything. But what if you don't have the electricity in order to keep the internet on, in order to power your products? priorities are like crazy. We always have to prioritize. We can't really take too many days off of prioritizing. So what you gonna do? What a guan? What a guan? What a guan, man? So let's hit it up there. Listen, good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember this one thing. When it comes to prioritizing, deciding which bill is not going to get paid this month, or making sure that all of the bills get paid every month, you have to decide what you can afford up front. And you have to make sure that you don't spend more than you are actually bringing in. And before any of that happens, you have to do an assessment about exactly how much money you're going to be bringing in and how much you control your spending. Because you only have to pay the bills that you create for yourself. Even if you feel like, well, in the house that I have, of course, I have to have electricity, I have to have water, I have to have gas for heating, and, yeah, you're right. But you also control how much heat that you put in your house, how much air that you put in your house, how much water that you use, how many showers you take a day. Things like that. You don't like high heating costs in the wintertime, high cooling costs in the summertime, don't leave your shit on all day. As simple as that. Priorities. Some people feel like, well, why should I have to suffer just because I don't make enough money? What do you mean? Stop being a baby. You know what I mean? Take care of your shit. I'll holler at y'all later, man. Y'all have a great day. And I mean great. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace. Peace,